Hi, this is Vincent Lowry. Welcome to video one here for Dream Life Education to awaken the successful lifestyle you deserve. This is a flowchart that I've created for people who have bad jobs and are trying to create that into a job that they enjoy, that they're successful at, and that they're happy with, of course. I am not very tech savvy, so the graphic you see in front of you is pretty basic. Some might say that it's a little simple and almost too easy, but it's purposely this way in terms of looking easy because it does boil down to these basic steps. Now, this is a summary level, and there are individual steps in between that I will get to in later videos. I'm doing this specifically for jobs, and I do have a flowchart that I will do on relationships as well. I've helped out both for the jobs and for relationships for people that I've known through the years, and so much so that they've asked me to sort of kind of teach on this a little bit. And I have one great example for the job-related field, which is what this flowchart is about. For a friend of mine who had a terrible job that she just didn't like, and she wanted to move on from it. And so I'll tell you about her story here and about maybe your story if it doesn't follow the same path as hers. So I'll get into her. So she had this first square over here. She's stuck in a job that she didn't particularly enjoy, which is the crummy job level. And she had a choice to either ask for promotion or benefit or leave that job. She decided to not go for the promotion or benefit because there really wasn't much that they could promote her to or give her benefits that would make her want to stay. So she really felt that she had to leave. She actually was called me on the phone many times, was crying, was stuck in this crummy job, and I told her, like, just do not put up with it. You've got to move on, and you've got to do something better. So she actually left that job, which is this bottom square over here, and then she was left with the decision, okay, do I find a better job or do I go to school? Now, I realize that some people, before they leave their job, and I do kind of advocate this, that you already go ahead and find that better job before you leave. But she didn't do that. She just couldn't stand it anymore, so she just left and said, okay, well, what am I going to do exactly now? Now I'm at this bottom square. So she said that she wanted to go back to school, but she felt that she was too old and didn't want to be saddled with that. Um, and I told her that, there's a way that she could go to school but not have to pay so much, and find a program out there where, she obviously wouldn't be saddled with, hundreds of thousands of dollars for multiple years and be stuck her entire life trying to pay that back. And yeah, there are a lot of people that I've known that go out there and do go to school programs which are 3 or 4 years, and they end up, $200 to $300,000 in debt and end up having to pay that back for 2 to 3 decades. I do not advocate that. I think that if you're going to go to school and you have to pay a lot for it, you better make sure that the job that you're going to get down here, or eventually in this square, the job that you eventually want to end up with, is that job that can pay all that back rather quickly, because you don't want to be stuck with debt that just carries on till the end of time. Remember that student loans don't get wiped out by bankruptcy, so that's something to keep in mind when you have student loans. They're on the books. That's as of today's date. If that law changes on that later on, well, I stand corrected. In any case, she managed to find a way to go to school and do it for just a year, and had a little bit of a financial aid package. And once she was done with that, she found a better job that was able to pay off that debt rather quickly. And then that job, that better job, rolled into what she wanted eventually, is that happily and successful job that she ultimately wanted. And so that job, which happened really fast, by the way, I mean, she left this crummy job, ended up in this category, went to school for a year, got a better job down in this category, and then within about a couple of years was making over $100,000 more than she made at this other original category, this crummy job category. So I think that's very important for people to understand, because a lot of times they just stay in this category and just put up with it. And you don't have to do that. Now, you don't have to necessarily take her route of going down this way. You can also take this upper path of asking for promotion or getting some sort of benefit. I define a promotion the standard way, somebody whose title changes and salary changes. I know that your benefits will change too, but I think that for the purpose of this chart, think of just asking for promotion as just getting a higher title and salary. And you could just get a higher salary too as well and not have to worry about the title. But the benefit itself could be something that might not be salary related. I mean, 401k plans and all that, of course, is. Benefits could also be something just staying at home and working from home 3 days a week, and getting that tied into your package. So what you want to do is, if you don't want to leave it, you say, well, the job is miserable, but I think that if I get a better title and more benefits out of it, I think that I could put up with it. Then that's the case where you want to ask for promotion or get that benefit. Again, the benefit, you could say, well, I really can't stand my commute. I'm having to go from my house all the way to downtown, which is taking me 2 hours a day. I live in LA, so I know what that's like. I'd have to travel in traffic forever. That getting a benefit like that, where you work from home 2 to 3 days a week, is huge. It doesn't have to be that, but the benefits, the skies are the limit. You could think of what could be added on benefit. So you could stay at the job, get a promotion or benefit, or ask for it at least. And then in this category over here, it tells you whether or not you received that promotion or benefit, or you just didn't, or get a percentage of it that just doesn't work. If you receive it to a level where you feel comfortable with, or you get that benefit you want, then you could convert this crummy job into a successful one where you feel happy and contented. You say, okay, I can deal with this. And maybe your boss is kind of bad, but you can put up with that boss, or you deal with coworkers where it's not too terribly bad. You'd be surprised that if you just get a little more money or title increase, that perhaps you could convert that into something where you feel proud about and you can work with it. Um, I do know a lot of people that won't work though. I mean, if no matter what money that they're going to be thrown at is going to be thrown at them, or any benefits, it's just going to stay that way. And that was my first category, the leave the job category. But if you receive this down here where you ask for that benefit or promotion and you don't receive it, or you get a very small percentage of it, then you're stuck in this field here where you have no choice but to leave that job, because this will never be converted over here to this square if you don't get exactly what you asked for. If they're just kind of saying, well, you wanted a benefit of 3 days a week, but we'll give you one. Or you want a promotion of $10,000 extra a year, well, we'll give you two. It's just not cutting the mustard in order to try to make things work. It's not going to end up in this category and then down here to be happy and successful to you. So in any case, I know that this is a summary level. I hope that this flowchart helps. I'm going to put up more on YouTube so you can see it. And again, mine is Dream Life Education, Awaken the Successful Lifestyle You Deserve is my kind of tagline there. Uh, and this is just a simple success flowchart. My website over here is www.dreamlifeeducation.com. This is something that I've created to help people out in getting new careers. And again, I'm also going to do this in relationships too, because I think a lot of this kind of flows together. I've helped people in both categories. I just hope this helps you out, and I'll try to throw up some more material that's going to be beneficial for you. All right, take care.